This is one of my favourite parts of Edinburgh, between the Meadows and Greyfriars Bobby. Greyfriars Church is where I got married in 1986. Before that I was a student in Edinburgh, and this part of town was always one of my favourites. It's very close to the university, obviously. And at that time, back when I was a student, I wanted to be a poet rather than a novelist. I hadn't really come up with Inspector John Rebus yet. And I was lucky enough occasionally to bump into the poet Norman McCaig, sometimes in a pub like Sandy Bell's behind me here, who would give me advice and maybe try and warn me the perils and pitfalls of trying to be a full-time writer, or at least a full-time poet. So I've got a poem of Norman's. He was terrific at writing about Edinburgh, and here's a poem that he wrote called Edinburgh Stroll. I leave the toll-cross traffic and walk by the meadows between two rows of trees, all looking as grave as elders of the kirk, but wait till the wind blows. Dogs are hunting for smells. A few men are practicing approach shots on the dwarfish golf course. Some children are incomprehensibly playing, and between two heaps of jackets, a boy scores a goal, the best one ever. Past the infirmary I go, back to the traffic, cross it, and there's Sandy Bell's bar. Toll cross to Sandy Bell's bar, a short walk with a long conclusion.
Whenever it rains, feel this way. Little something to get me through this day. Girl, give me a little bit. Don't talk bad. Hey, won't it make a good day? Yeah, yeah. Some people didn't need.
Hello, we're in Christopherson Woods. It's not the most famous location, but we're here in this lovely tree, and this is a lovely wee song for you. See if you know this one. Trailer for sailor rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no beds. I ain't got no cigarettes, about 2 hours of pushing brooms by 8 by 12 4-bedroom, 'cause I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road. 3rd boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor lanes, old worn out suit and shoes. I don't wanna pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not so big and round. 'Cause I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children, all of the names, every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailer for sailor rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, about 2 hours of pushing brooms by 8 by 12 4-bedroom. 'Cause I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road. And I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road.
This is for Captain Tom Moore.
I remember how I met you at Marques, the Pombal, and the blue line took me home. It was my metro to uptown. All I knew about you was a song by Salvador Sobral. Ain't no quero was the only phrase I learned. There was enough. Oh, Lisboa. I traveled through the sun. I wish you'd be more kind to me. All my friends asleep, I am all alone, walking through Berlin, searching my way home. I am so confused, please give me a sign. Will you give me one more chance, or is it a goodbye? Oh, 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 Lisboa. I travel through the sun. I wish you'd be more kind. I know you are so kind to me. Thank you so much.
child sat on a plane. I will lure you into my game, counting cities in the sea. Come, look with me, look with me. I will stare you in the eye, but outlive you if you try. I am bold, I am free. Come, look at me, look at me. And there's always one more cloud to climb. Yes, there's always one more dream to find. I am a child sat on a plane. You are a stranger, just a name. We can be friends, we can be we. Come, look with me, look with me. And there's always one more cloud to climb. Yes, there's always one more dream to find. You asked, are we there yet? I said, is it raining? And you said, the sun is shining. Well then, it can't be Scotland, mister. You're full of funny stories, ain't you? I am a child sat on a plane with a mind that's yet untamed by the pilots in control, in control. And there's always one more cloud to climb. Yes, there's always one more dream to find.
Take my hand, we can find a place no one knows, and you can tell me where this goes. I know it's hard for you, you've got scars beneath your clothes. You didn't do this on your own. As I hold my hand out for you, you're too scared to let me in, and we end where we begin. When you gave away the love we gave you, you don't mind our soul. giving in. 'Cause I'll climb the walls that slowly cage you, break the chains that you can't break through. Yeah, I'll never stop, I'm not giving in. Not giving in. No, no, don't let them treat you like one of their slaves. Promise you life just to steal it away. No, don't take the blame, don't fall for this game, my dear. 'Cause you gave away the love we gave you. You're the one I sold, I saved you. Yeah, I'll never stop, I'm not giving in. No, 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 no. 'Cause I'll climb the walls that slowly cage you, break the chains that you can't break through. Yeah, I'll never stop, I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in.
Two poems. The first is called Love Lost. A proper winter reminds us of the attractions of months when it never gets truly dark, when newspapers might be read outside at midnight or close enough, if only the news of the day by then were not so stale. A cold blast from a thoroughly northern quarter brings nostalgia for better behaved winds from the south, winds which at the end of their journey still retain some memory of those regions where it is not quite so important that windows should close to with a tight fit. What we do not have, we remember we once had. Innocence glimpsed in others reminds us of the time when our own consciences were clear. Birdsong heard on a still morning brings to mind the memory that once the skies were filled with birds, and there were hedges and unruly places for them to nest in, as the seas were full of fish, and there were fishermen with boats and songs about fish and the catching of them. What we lose, we think we lose forever. But we are wrong about this. Think of love. Love is lost, we think it gone, but it returns, often when least expected, forgives us our lack of attention, our failure of faith, our cold indifference, forgives us all this and more, returns and says, I was always there. Love, agape, whispers, merely remember me. Don't think I've gone away forever. I am still here, with you, my power undimmed. I never left you. See, I am here. And this poem is called Household Gods. Household gods, though you are asked too frequently to perform the task of blessing, I still would plead, in charity you'll intercede. On our behalf, grant private wishes, optimistic and auspicious. Bless eggs, omelettes and potatoes, the gatherings of herbs and cultivators. Bless morning's brightness and the night, the darkness and the warming night, the gentle winds, the patient land, the mountains and the desert sand. Bless those I love and those who may listen to what I have to say. Bless those who in each other's arms find haven from all ill and harm. Dear household gods, I've not got through the list of things that you should do. But remember me, if you can, and explain the ways of gods to man. I at least will then believe how it is you can relieve the pain we feel in our being, our simple selves, while you, all-knowing, will help us in our daily growing. We turn to you as to a friend, and light a candle to that end.
I would like to say thank you to all the NHS workers during this difficult time. I know how hard it is, as my brother is a paramedic. This is my contribution. It's Bach's Prelude BWV 999, or as I like to call it, the Emergency Prelude. Thank you.